Hello, mathematicians. Today we're going to be learning about linear inequalities using horizontal and vertical lines. So, as you know, for linear inequalities, it's similar to linear equations with the exception of having inequalities instead of the equal sign. So instead of y equals, we're going to have y is greater than, y is less than, y is greater than or equal to, or y is less than or equal to. So in this presentation, we're going to be learning how to use linear inequalities with horizontal and vertical lines. So just looking at this, y is greater than -5, we're going to treat it as if it were y is equal to -5. With the exception that we have y is greater than, so we're going to use a dashed line. So y is equal to -5 is down here, and it's where y equals -5, we're going to draw a horizontal line. And now we're going to shade in y is greater than -5. We could test out our coordinate, so we could have 0 is greater than -5, which would be true. But in this case, when we have horizontal and vertical lines, we could just see what numbers are greater than -5. So everything above this line would be greater than -5, so we're going to shade above the -5 because y is greater than -5, so we're going to shade above. If it was less than, then we'd shade below. So we're just going to shade everything above this line. And that's y is greater than -5. And that's it. So let's look at our next example. Y is less than or equal to 2. And because it's less than or equal to, we're going to have a solid line this time. So we're going to have a solid line at y is less than or equal to 2. So we're going to graph that as we normally would if it had an equal sign. And now when we shade, because y is less than or equal to, we're going to shade below. So that's it for this example. So here we have x is less than -3. So because it's less than -3, we're going to use a dashed line. And since x is less than -3, we're going to treat that as if x was equal to -3. So we're going to go on -3. And we're going to draw our dashed line going down. And when we shade, because x is less than -3, the numbers on our x-axis that are less than -3 are to the left, so we're going to shade to the left. So that's it for x is less than -3. So x is greater than or equal to 6. So we're going to graph this as we normally would graph this x is equal to 6. But because x is greater than or equal to 6, we're going to use a solid line this time. We're going to graph. And now since x is greater than or equal to, and if we look at our x-axis, the numbers that are greater than or equal to are to the right of x. So we're going to shade to the right of this line. And I could keep shading to the right if I wanted to, but that's more than enough. So this is x is greater than or equal to 6, and that's it.